Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today we are diving deep into one of the most important topics of cybersecurity, that is authentication. But before we understand what authentication is, we need to understand what was the history behind it, why it was invented, how it came into existence, and what problems did it solve. So let's jump back in time to an era before passwords or usernames or this modern computer security even existed. The early days. So in late 1940s, the first computer or the machine was created, and guess what? Back then there was such nothing such term called authentication. Now, computers were huge machines kept inside a secure room, and security was handled through locked doors, security guards, and controlled building access. And that was it. It was as simple as if you could walk into the room, you had the full access to the machine. The simple rule was known as physical access is equals to digital access. Now, no login screens were there, no passwords were there, no user identity, no digital checks of any kind. So computer treated everyone as the same user. Now there were no concepts of account, no concepts of files or no roles or permissions, no logs to track who did what. It was like sharing one giant computer with the whole world, and anyone who entered the room could do everything. Now, what problems started to appear, or you can say why problems started to appear. So, at the first, it wasn't an issue. Only a few scientists and researchers used the machines. But as the 1950s and 1960s arrived, some things changed. More people needed the access of the same computer, more private data or the private files getting started stored in the same computer as well. And suddenly privacy was a major concern in the world. So for example, if there were 30 users on the same machine, each person could see and modify everyone's else file. So there was no way to protect the private data, or you can say identify the users or restrict the access to that particular user only, or prevent any kind of data leaks and track the actions of the user. So this became a huge problem in the universities, labs, or the government facilities as well. The birth of authentication. So to solve this issue, the researchers at MIT came up with a revolutionary idea in 1961. Give every user a unique login and password. So the idea was introduced in a computer system called CTSS, which means compatible time sharing system. And for the first time in history, users had their own accounts, files became private, access was separated as per the user, and the system knew who was using it. Now, this was the birth of authentication, and it solves the biggest problem of all time. How do we make sure the person using the computer is actually who they say they are? So, passwords became the first digital lock in this computer. So, what does authentication do? So, authentication answers a simple but very powerful question, that is, who are you? It verifies identities through various methods like passwords, OTP, fingerprint, Face ID, smart cards, or even biometrics. Without authentication, anyone could access anything. Now, in modern world, authentication is everywhere. Be it you are logging into your phone or in your laptop or your tab, opening your email, unlocking your bank app, logging into a social media app. So it all started back because in 1950s and 1960s, people needed to prove their identity on the shared device or the shared computers. from there only the idea of authentication came into this world, and that's how the authentication was born, from physical locks on doors to digital locks on your accounts. If you found this history interesting, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the next video, we will explore the other half of this story, which is authorization. And once the system knows who you are, how does it decide what are you allowed to do? See you there.